Hey guys, this is Chris Jordan with Omnidek. I want to thank you for taking a quick look at this video. We're going to talk about how our customers are using Omnidek for employee onboarding. And we see this in two different flares. The first, which is more of a natural onboarding process where they're going to start in the next couple of days. We want to send them an invitation to the employee new hire portal. We want them to fill out our existing maybe 10, 20 pages as far as our onboarding packet goes, and then get them successfully onboarded and routed around and reviewed through maybe a checklist internally. We also have clients that do like kind of quick hire or on the job hires. So that's something that we have to do via kind of the smartphone or the tablet, where they can kind of ask a series of questions, some quick onboarding questions, and then we can get that employee set up so they can get a paycheck, and then ultimately we have enough data to be able to send them the long packet as well once they get successfully onboarded. So I'm going to walk through these two. I'm going to give you a very down and dirty demo of the product. I would encourage you, if you want to learn more about the system, go check us out online at omnidek.com. We've got a full-blown recorded demo session for you if you'd like to see it there. But this is Omnidek. It is a forms tool. We use Omnidek internally for just about every process, a lot of HR stuff in here as well, as far as HR events, somebody gets COVID or whatever else, employee checklists, expense reporting, a lot of those types of things. We also have manager reports that they fill out, employee scorecards, things of that nature. So we're not just limited to the HR onboarding packet. We can be a full-blown intranet portal for all processes as well. An example of a form here, I'll give you, let's just call it HR event. If something happens here, I can document this via this form. It's hooked up to my accounting system, so these are my employee lists. I can attach supporting documentation. This is how I document if somebody has COVID or there's some incident that we have a problem that we've got to take steps to resolve. So this is the example of a form. Forms are very easy to build. I'll give you an example of a form that we've built internally, and we'll start with that new hire packet. So inside of our form builder, if I go call this up, this is the Omnidek new hire packet. So it's very straightforward. It's designed to gather the base employee information. That's what we need to be able to set them up as an employee in the accounting system. And then also, I just have a list of like 6 or 7 documents that they have to fill out. So I just simply embed the PDF here that I need for them to be able to fill out. And this is kind of an example of here. This is the editor, so you can kind of you can make things fillable, or they can already be fillable if need be. But this is effectively the W-4, for example, and I've dropped kind of where they need to sign accordingly on the form. So once I've got these attached, this is my W-4 and the I-9 and the emergency contact, direct deposit, even kind of a little bottom section here where I'll need them to kind of consent to be able to sign here to start work. So this is an example of how to do this. It's drag and drop oriented. Our team of consultants and trainers can kind of help you get started with this very easily. It's all included in your initial onboardings as a customer. So we can get your onboarding packet built very, very quickly, generally in the same session or your first training session. Once we've built the packet, we can then start building out the portal experience. So the portal experience is a very cool thing that kind of makes Omnidek pretty unique in this scenario, because we can actually face our application to outside users of the system. So in this example, we want to actually set up a portal for new hires. So you see, this is our organizational chart. So if you came to work for Omnidek, you'd work in one of these departments. You see how we actually have a new hire portal as well. So the circles are the portals. If I go into my portal section, you'll see that I actually built a portal for my new hires. And this is the experience that I want them to have before they come to work for Omnidek. I name it the Omnidek portal up here. I say anybody that I put in that new hire portal group gets this view. I need them to fill out the HR packet. And I also need them, if they've got vacation, please tell us about it and their time off. So the process for us to onboard is I effectively just go to the user section. I invite the user via email. I give them a free license here, and then I simply just invite them into the new hire portal here. Now they receive an email that kind of launches them into this dialogue of setting up their digital signature, setting up their profile, and this is the experience that they have whenever they come work for Omnidek. This is what I just built for them. So when they come to the new hire packet, that same form that I just built, when they get to that W-4 and the employee handbook, they can now just simply fill this out electronically, just like I printed it out for them right? But it's all now done electronically. And this will route for review to the HR department. I'll make sure they have all the signatures. They'll have their identification cards and pictures taken. And this is what it's like to be able to onboard an employee through Omnidek. Now this will have all your company's branding on it as well. If HR has an issue, maybe it's blurry or you've got to sign something or something like that, they'll collaborate and chat inside of the portal. So all that'll be documented experience as well. And then what makes Omnidek really, really powerful is the administration of this. If I were to, I'm going to come back here and just log out. Let's say, for example, he or she just finished their new hire packet. I now want to move them from the new hire section of the system. I now want to move them over to wherever they're going to work inside of the company. So what I'm going to do here is say, okay, well, John Smith now is no longer a new hire. I'm going to move him to a particular organization. Maybe he's going to be part of the core development team. So I'll simply just move him there, and then now he'll inherit every form, every workflow, all the processes that he'll need to be successful or she'll need to be successful, and their portal experience will change from the previous one to whatever forms they need to be responsible for inside of their Omnidek system. So it's a very seamless, kind of a couple of clicks, and you can move these guys around and change their experience with the company. That's what makes Omnidek so powerful. Now, the last thing that we want to do is I want to talk a little bit about this experience out into the field. And we do have some clients that'll do a walk-up hire every once in a while, or a walk-up rehire. So the idea there is that you can build a quick form that's kind of easy on the field. It's instructional. Hey, you know, if you have a walk-up hire, it's important that you follow these instructions just like this. Paperwork's got to be submitted by 10 a.m. in order for them to get on the paycheck for that day. This is where they'll set up their base information. In some systems, we can update that employee list. In other cases, it's just more of a rekey in, but we're getting all of the data accordingly. This can be kind of like a little survey that they're asking them, maybe getting some base information or just some base hiring strategy there if we want to. Take a picture of the employee, take a picture of the valid driver's license and something of that nature. But again, you can build these quick hire forms with all the base information that you guys want. And what's nice about this is that you can make it instructional just like this one is, and it really can kind of help the little quick hire process. So at least you know that you're getting all the required documentation in to be able to set them up successfully and get them a paycheck. And also too, these questions can be required, so you can know that they won't submit halfway done paperwork. It'll all done fully, because they actually have to take pictures. They have to have a valid driver's license, things like that. So this is Omnidek. These are two examples of how we can use Omnidek for the whole onboarding process, and then go from there. The last piece that I'll show you is the workflow componentry to it. Anything that we're using with workflow here, you'll see it's approve, hold, reject. So you can imagine a manager, an HR supervisor chatting with the people who submitted. We do a really, really good job in workflow because it's very digestible, and this conversation will actually stay with this form forever. So part of their employee file that they fill out, this whole onboarding packet, all their write-ups, like any scorecards that you submit, their time cards, it'll all be part of their actual record inside of Omnidek. So thanks so much for your time and taking a look at this video. And if you want to know more, please schedule a one-on-one demo with our team at omnidek.com. Thanks so much.